Chris,
Marcus.
we are back. It is a little pocket awareness, guys. You guys know what to do. Follow us on Twitter, ALPA underscore QB1 for Twitter. Same thing for Instagram. Also, a little pocket awareness on Facebook. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at King Manilos for Chris. And of course, you can find us on every single audio you got. So you got Spotify, you got Apple. I got the Spotify fixed. So, if you do have Spotify, you're like, where's the podcast? I got it fixed. So we're good there. We got the Spotify going. And also, of course, we're on YouTube here on the Taped Online channel. And then also pandasubs.com. Discount code TDL for 25% off. All right. It's 10 through 1 day.
10 through 1, baby.
10 through 1. So we're going to be getting to that, guys. We're going through the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. And Chris, the comments weren't they didn't like your Aaron Rodgers homerism. That's what they're saying. There's a lot of they didn't like it. They didn't like it at all.
I don't know what to tell you.
We're big fans of it.
Aaron Rodgers having a poor season is better than the average quarterback. So I'm sorry that he's better than Kyler. I'm sorry that he's better than Trevor. It's just a fact. Unless he does it again, then I would say 18 is warranted. But listen, I'm not telling you he's a top 15 guy right now. 16. He's outside the top 15.
All right.
It'd be a different story if I was banging the drum for him to be in the top 10.
Maybe. All right, Chris. It's all right. It's all right. We're okay.
You know what?
We're in the top 10 now.
Listen, I want the feedback. Bring it. Let's
keep
the feedback coming. Keep the engagement going.
Yeah, we need the feedback. We need the feedback for sure. All right. So any other news? My list is already messed up, but I can just put Daniel Jones right there and feel fine. So if I release this, Daniel Jones 25. I lied, guys. It was not Anthony Richardson. I don't know what you saw a couple episodes ago. Didn't see that. It's a lie. It was a mirage. Daniel Jones is 25.
Daniel Jones is 30.
I don't know about that, man.
I have been riding the not Daniel Jones train for so long. I'm not getting off it, Marcus.
All right, so let's. I'm gonna pull up the list here. So we start off with 30 through 21, right? And then let me bring up 20 through 11 on here too. All right, so let's get back here. All right, so 32 is Cam Ward, of course, because we don't rank rookie quarterbacks. Even though after preseason, even though Chris hates preseason, I'd put him at like 25.
Preseason is just it's not real. It's just not real.
All right, yeah. So Michael Penix 29, Spencer Rattler 30. Even though is he winning that job or is Tyler Shook winning that job?
Well, I mean, you did say Anthony Richardson was going to win the job, and you're going with Spencer Rattler. Who knows? Who knows how it's going to play? Hashtag we will see, Marcus.
I guess so. But I would put Tyler. I mean, I probably put Tyler Shook behind the other two if he was the starter. So that's the only flip here. But you could put Daniel Jones right there at 25.
You could.
Man, it's kind of funny. They're like, yeah, how else would Shannon Stitchen keep his job if he didn't do this? I'm like, I mean, he's definitely. I mean. If Anthony Richardson has to play, bro, I mean, I don't know if he get that job.
Dude, what's wild is he's just so young.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's younger than Penix, he's younger than May, he's younger than isn't he younger than Cam Ward?
I think so, yeah.
Like just so raw.
He came out way too early.
So much developing that needs to be done. I was having a conversation with one of my friends who was listening to the podcast on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to us on Spotify.
There we go.
And he was like, it's not the same world anymore, man. They don't develop these guys. They come in expecting them to be able to just jump into these concepts, and you've got guys like Caleb Williams who are literally learning how to take a snap under center for the first time in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's a high school skill to learn.
I mean, I agree with that. I agree with that, Chris. But I don't know. I just feel like taking the ball under center shouldn't be that hard, and either way. But Anthony Richardson just didn't play enough college football at all. That's
Absolutely
really what
not.
it comes down to. You know, I did this little when we were hoping the Raiders were going to draft a quarterback in 2023, 2024. I mean, with Tom Telesco. You know, I did this whole thing with like 1,000 dropbacks, and I wish I could find it. I mean, I might
We
have
did
that.
it on the pod. We talked
Oh, yeah.
about it here on the podcast when we were breaking down college quarterbacks.
Let me see if I'm gonna try to see if I have that still.
Your evaluation is spot on.
Yeah, and with that outlook of it, and you have these players kind of not having a lot of dropbacks because I think Anthony Richardson had like 540,
It was
maybe.
not a big number in the slightest. And that was something that we talked about when we were previewing college quarterbacks and we were talking about Anthony Richardson. Like it's just a fact. It's the main problem that I have is that these guys just don't get nearly the amount of experience in the college world that they need to be able to be a plug and play quarterback in the NFL.
I agree, man. I agree. But yeah, it's just not something that you can expect a quarterback to be good early on at that point. I mean, you're kind of just what I would say you're gonna be struggling there. You're gonna be struggling a
Absolutely.
lot.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna pull this up real quick because I got it, Chris. I found
You
it.
got it? All right. Hey, flash the important stuff.
Can we get it up here? Boom. All right. So yeah, got this pulled up here, and you're looking at here, and I was just looking at the classes, right? So you got Young's over 1,000. I mean Stroud, 889. So he's close, but I mean he kind of is, breaking the mold there. But look at Richardson, man. He's at 455.
That's insane. That's absolutely insane.
455. That's
And
it.
when did he get drafted?
He was the what, fourth overall pick?
Absolutely insane to me. Absolutely insane to me.
Because if you just look at this, right? If you just look at the four guys taken in 2023, Will Levis doesn't have a job anymore. Richardson doesn't have a job. It's only Stroud and Young, and then Young improved. Oh, Aiden O'Connell, look at Aiden. Just at least he was. I mean, he doesn't look good in the preseason right now, but at least he has won some NFL games. You know, just keeping it real. I mean, 2022 should just be ignored because that was just a terrible draft class. I'm ignoring that. All right. You got Trevor Lawrence here, right? Right? He's the only one over 1,000. But let's look at all the other guys from 2021. Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, 371. Justin Fields, 769. Mac Jones, 602. Now, Zach Wilson's on the Dolphins, I think.
Uh,
Yeah, he's on the Dolphins.
is he?
Yeah, he's on the Dolphins. He's battling against Quinn Ewers for that backup job.
Oh, that's right.
Trey Lance had 371, Chris.
I don't know what to tell you, Marcus. Like this was not something that you and I weren't expecting. We
Mac
talk,
Jones, 602. Justin Fields, 769. So none of these guys are still on the same team.
I mean, we got hours of podcasts where we talked exactly about this, and we told you how it was going to play out.
I know, and not some people on Twitter taking my take. I was kind of mad. That's why I tweeted that out because I saw somebody take my take. You're not taking my take, bro.
No, no, no. This is
You're not
this
taking
is
it.
well
It's my take.
documented. We've got years of this conversation. Years of this conversation.
You're not taking my take, bro. All right, but so 20 through 11, we got Bo Nix, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Tua Tagovailoa, Trevor Lawrence, Geno Smith, Jordan Love, Dak Prescott, and it's actually Goff, but no, it's actually what Purdy, and then um, Hurts. So ignore that, guys. But if you watch the show, you're not used to me messing up graphics. All right, so like, oh, Marcus, Marcus, that's just Marcus. All right, anyways, but
Time to
we
get
already
into the
got
top
Aaron
10,
Rodgers.
Marcus.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers already pissed off Chris, and then of course had Geno Smith at 15, Jordan
It
Love at
wasn't. It
14.
wasn't. It wasn't Aaron Rodgers that pissed me off. It was Tua and Lawrence that pissed me off, and it was really more about Tua than it was about Lawrence.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think see, it was hard for me to put Lawrence over Tua, but I only did it because I know that Lawrence can get past his first read, so that's the only reason I did it. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think I think you're a little lower on Tua than I am,
that
but
that that carries true. We've had this conversation many times. We've had the same argument about Tua for the last 3 years.
still, man, I I I just feel like he played better than Aaron Rodgers last year. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Okay, hey, it's your ranking. You get to
It's
put him wherever you
it's
want.
literally 17 and 18 too. You know what I mean? It's like it's not.
I
It's not
I I get it. I get it.
you're you know. But let's get into this, man. Let's get into this top 10. Um,
We know
Chris,
who your 10 is.
do you? Do you? I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you
You
do.
screwed up the graphic. You had Jared Goff there at the bottom.
Maybe I moved him up. Maybe I moved him up.
Oh no,
I'm just.
Goff is your
Uh,
10.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, golf is my 10. And actually, I fixed the graphic too. It's funny. I just didn't download it. It's kind of fixed the graphic. It's hilarious. Anyways, Jared Goff
10.
at 10. All right, Jared Goff is the 10th best quarterback of my list here. So, welcome to the top 10, Jared Goff. Jared Goff. I don't know if I've ever ranked Jared Goff in the top 10. I don't think I've ever done that.
I don't think you have. No, I think this is the first time he's getting there, and
And,
that's just because Stafford's getting old.
and this is really hard. This was really hard for me to do it because that's probably why I originally. That's kind of how maybe I originally had it, but I thought about it more before the show started, so I switched it up. But man, was that hard for me to put him in the top 10? It really was. It really was. Because all right, so because I got the right one here. So like you can see before I changed it, I was like, man, because I had him at 12 first,
Wow.
and then I was like, you know what, I'm kind of being low on him. And then had him at 11, and I was like, you know what, I guess he could do the top 10. It was hard for me just because who he is. I guess that's a little bias. I guess for me, but because with Goff, right? And I think on the first episode we did this, they showed one of him running Ben Johnson's offense. He's perfect for that offense,
Those quick
right?
anticipating throws.
Right, and hitting those dig routes and things like that, and off play action, the creativity that Ben Johnson did off the play action passes. I mean, he's probably, if you want to keep it real, based on his career by now, he's probably the best play action passer in the league. Let's keep it real. I mean, Sean McVay basically lived off it, right? Even when he wasn't that good at that point, he's a lot better quarterback now, and they're still doing a lot, and it's got even better, right? Because of how quick he can make a decision off play action, and especially if you have a run game behind him, like the Lions did, he can eat. You know what I mean? And the thing is with Goff, though, when I say that with the play action game going, it's just this was why it was hard for me to put in the top 10 because if they can't play action,
He's a different guy.
yeah, like the Washington game. I mean, the playoffs. What happened? Their defense was just totally done, right? I mean, they had no defensive players left, right? I mean, everybody was hurt. The
Yeah.
linebackers, the corners,
Yeah.
the defensive players, McNeil, Hutchinson, everybody was
Yeah.
gone, right? And it was basically where Goff had to outduel Jaden Daniels. And he couldn't do it. He started fumbling, had a couple fumbles, he threw a couple picks. You know what I mean? Threw some key picks in that game. There's a lot of things that he didn't do very well in that football game. And it kind of plays into how I felt about him. But yeah, I clearly to me, when it comes to that offense, I mean, he just ran it so well. I'm super interested how they adjust to it. I mean, do they keep that same offense? Do they, the offense is hard with spacing and stuff like that, so it has to be taught correctly. Is it going to be different? How is he going to run it? So it's going to be super interesting. But he has such. He probably has one of the best running backs in the league, Gibbs. I mean, Gibbs is definitely a top 5 running back. He has Gibbs, Montgomery. They equal out together.
The 1-2 in
Um,
that backfield is really good.
right, he probably has the best offensive line in football. Right,
Not anymore. Their center retired.
that's true. I mean, that's true. But last year, right? Last year he definitely had a lot of time. And he has a great arm. I think his pocket feel still isn't the greatest. That's why it happens when he gets pressure. He starts fumbling, and I think those things are there. But he didn't have to do those things because the running game was always working. They're always up. I mean, I know the one game they did come back when he threw those 5 interceptions, but I mean, he threw 5 interceptions and a half. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why it was so hard for me. It was hard. I was like, man, he probably did play better than all these guys last year. But like, is he really 10? Like,
Yeah,
do I really feel that way? You know what I mean? Like,
I,
and you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
yeah, I get it completely. This is where he has to be because of who we don't have in the NFL anymore. Like you've run out of options. He's a very good quarterback. He's always been very solidly 15 to 10, just living in that range. And now you have no other choice. He's a top 10 guy by default.
Yeah.
By default. And it's not unwarranted. Like
Mm-hmm.
you said, that play action game is incredible. I'm really interested to see how that team comes out to play this season. I don't think it's going to be the same team that they were last year. The continuity that the season is going to begin with without both of those coordinators, without their starting center, like that offense is going to start slow, is my guess. If I had to guess, they're going to start slow. They're still a really good team. And the head coach is all about building that culture. So I don't think that the coordinators being gone is ultimately going to cause problems for them. Jared Goff is a good enough quarterback to be able. Well, it depends on how the offense is actually going to be run. If they're going to keep the same concept and run the same offense, then I think they will get there. But I think they're going to be off to a very slow start, and I could not be more happy that my Packers are playing the Lions right away to start the season.
I mean, you shouldn't be happy visiting Detroit. You're losing. Is it in Detroit?
No, the first two are at Lambeau this season.
Okay, interesting. But yeah, that's the thing. It's just he's been in the league so long. I just know what he is.
Yeah, we
And
do.
like I said in the Washington game, it really exposed itself because they got down, and it wasn't like where the Texans game where the defense started to pick up. Nah, Daniels was just chopping him up the whole game. So he had to outduel him, and he couldn't do it.
Pressure up the middle is kryptonite for any quarterback, but
Hmm.
there's something about pressure up the middle on Goff that just makes him like turn off. Like he
Yeah,
completely turns off when there's pressure up the middle.
yeah. It's just he's like the ultimate system quarterback. Like if I had system quarterback put inside of the dictionary, there'd be a picture of Jared Goff. Right, that's the term. But it's the truth. I mean, you run the hell out of your system.
Yep.
He's an executor. That's what I
Yep.
call it. Right? It's a new
He
new
will.
type of quarterback. You got your game manager. You got your executor, which is a Jared Goff. He's an executor more than a game manager. I won't call him a full game manager.
No, I love that. That's completely what it is. Completely what it is. Tua needs to be a game manager. Needs to
Yeah,
run it the way that it's played. Jalen Hurts needs to be a game manager. Run it the way that it's played. Jared Goff will execute to precision.
he's executor, right? Yeah, but I mean, he has some good weapons too. I mean,
Sure.
Williams is fast as hell. I'm gonna say Brown. Yeah, and
And
then
the running backs. And what is it,
Laporta.
Laporta as the tight end? They got a good 7-on-7 squad.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So yeah, 10 is Jared Goff. 10 is Jared Goff.
Number 9.
Baker Mayfield at 9. Are you happy about this one? This is my biggest riser, I
Baker,
believe,
man,
right?
I gave you a lot of crap for where you rated him last season.
Chris, I just go based off the film. Okay, Chris. Like I know, you would like. I'm, in 2024 or 2023, Baker Mayfield was okay. Like he just was okay. He was all right, man. Really didn't do too much. This year, that was some pretty damn good film, man. I was really impressed, like what he was doing, just the throws he was making. You could really see his arm strength on that offense. He say we're in the executor uh, tier here. I mean, he executed that offense really well. He knew everywhere to go, and it's a new offense too. And he has another one. He's been getting guys hired over there.
Dude,
Baker
that
Mayfield.
he
he's
can learn an offense. That guy can learn an offense.
he has his own coaching tree, man. He starts. I mean, Freddie Kitchens first. You got him hired. That he got Canales, and now he's got Liam Cohen. So, I mean, he's over there.
Duval.
Yeah, Duval, whatever that shit was. But yeah, he just played so well, and I thought, you know, I thought his pocket presence was improved. Of course, he still does that thing where he thinks he can break every sack. But this year, he was breaking them. I don't know if he's gonna do it this year, but last year he was breaking those sacks. Man, he making some big plays, getting out of the pocket. He just ran that offense so well. I mean, that's why he threw 40 touchdowns. Man, he was just cooking all year. And it was really impressive to watch. Like just to see, like when you thought Baker Mayfield was coming out of the draft, that's what his potential was this year, was how he
Yep.
played.
Yep.
And it came out in the stats, it came out on the film. I thought he was just excellent all year, man. I don't know how good that Bucks team really was. I mean, on offense, they're pretty good, but he didn't have those guys for a while. I mean, he didn't have Mike Evans for a while. I think Mike Evans got hurt last year.
Godwin got hurt real bad last
Yeah,
year.
Godwin got hurt last year. So he was throwing to these really nobody that we really can talk about too much. And I mean, he's still making a lot of plays, and finding out, hitting the tight ends. I mean, he was making it work with some of the tight ends that he had,
Yeah.
and he just played really well. It was pretty impressive. I was a little in shock. I was like, oh, Baker Mayfield's top 10, whatever. He threw 40 touchdowns. I mean, I feel like, interesting.
Baker.
Yeah,
Baker. He's finally given us our flowers for talking about how great he was coming out in that quarterback class that he was in, and we made him our top dog, and he's finally paying off for us.
yeah. What I'll say about Baker though, what I'll say about Baker, even how well he played last year. I mean, he still could throw 20 interceptions this year because he's just overly aggressive still. I mean, that's always a thing. I think he just did it so well last year, and he was just hitting those windows. He has this crazy throw against. I forgot who it was against. I forgot what team it was against, but it's like on this post route, and I was like, "No way, you're gonna throw that ball!" And he threw it, and it just was perfect. It was just crazy. So he had some amazing throws last year. A lot of wild throws, a lot of big plays. Just really leading that offense, man, and making a lot of plays. And I really liked what he did. I just like the film overall, man. Everything that he did on there just was pretty pristine, man. It was pretty. Oh yeah, it was.
I
I was like,
think
yeah, maybe. I mean, we weren't right. I mean, with number one, I mean, because there's the other guys on our list were in that draft too. But man, I mean, it wasn't bad.
Baker, I think he's really improved on balls across the middle of the field. He's gotten, I don't want to say more accurate, but I think because he is so aggressive
Yeah.
with his decision making, there's some. I think he just kind of like dialed it just a little bit back. He hasn't lost his edge with his decision making, but I think
Mhm.
he's just like. I think he used to just say, "Screw it, I'm throwing it anyway," and now he's just like, "I could get there if I hit it right now. If I don't hit it right now, don't force it." So I think just his ball across the middle of the field has gotten better, and that's been a big part of why you've seen so much success for him.
Yeah, I agree with that here. I'm gonna pull up his stats here because Um, I still think he threw a lot of interceptions last year, didn't he? Still
I think he was around 15, wasn't he?
16. So and he did have a high turnover worthy play percentage from PFF here,
He's still
3.3.
aggressive. He's like you nailed it. Like he's not gonna he's still Baker Mayfield. Like he's gonna play with a certain what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say attitude, but
Mm-hmm.
there's a swagger to Baker, and that's not going to leave him. And especially, it looks a lot better when you throw 40 touchdowns and you got 16 interceptions.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to come down. Like if it comes down, I think it's because his receivers are healthier and they're fighting for the ball a little bit more. Who's the kid at Ohio State that they drafted? Baker loves him.
Uh,
Mecca.
Emeka.
I'm not going to get that last name.
Yeah. I forgot it, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know not to butcher a last name. Mine's an aggressive last name. So, when you see an aggressive last name, you give it the kind of respect it deserves, and we're not gonna try and butcher that one. So,
Mhm.
um, he loves his rookie, and I think that he might end up replacing Godwin because
Yeah,
Mike Evans is going to get another 1,000 yards
I know that's for sure. If he could stay healthy.
if he can stay healthy.
I'm just laughing at Jameis Winston and his 5.2 turnover worthy play percentage. Oh, that's hilarious. I don't know why.
What's Baker's? So James is 5.2.
3.3. I mean, yeah, compared to the rest of the league, it's not that bad.
Oh, Baker at 9. Love it. I'm happy to see Baker in the top 10.
All right, you're happy for Baker in the top 10. All right, so Baker is number 9. All right, number 8 is C.J. Stroud. I think this is
Wow.
the same exact spot I had him the year before.
Did you have him in the top 10 last year?
Yeah, I had him at 8 last year too.
Did you really?
hmm And to be honest with C.J. Stroud, and I know a lot of people don't. I mean, some people still don't think he played well.
That was a lot of injuries on the offense last year.
Yeah, and the offensive line didn't play very well. But I thought his film was excellent. See,
Yeah.
this is one of those guys that um, he just has what's the word moxie.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. I think that's the word you
Nice.
look for Baker Mayfield too. It's moxie. Right.
Moxie. This is
Yeah,
the Moxie. 8-9 is Moxie land.
but yeah. Because the thing about what's underrated about CJ, what was underrated about him coming out into that Ohio State game against Georgia, is that how much of a playmaker he is. Because there's a lot of playmaking that I wasn't expecting. Like against the Chargers, like I felt like when that game started, okay, in that playoff game, and for some reason the Chargers couldn't put him away. The Chargers had a great defensive game plan against them, right? And when they were getting down, he had basically there's like a minute left in that half or something like that, and they're like at the 10-yard line, and he like broke 3 tackles, and he made this crazy throw over the middle of the field. He over his body in the middle of the field, and that broke the game open, right? And they started
Mhm.
moving after that, and then the next drive after that, like is what I'm talking about, because these guys weren't open this game that much. I mean, he had Nico Collins, and of course, Nico Collins is really good, but what happened with Stroud is since the guys were getting open, he just started running. Like then he ran for like a 40-yard run to get a field goal before the end of the half. And that's what I call moxie. Like it's smart. It's like, okay, I don't run a lot. These guys aren't trying to stop me from running, and they don't care if I run, so I
I'm
should run.
going. I'm going.
Right? And he did the whole game. Like I don't even think he passed that well that game, to be honest, because nobody was open, and Chargers had a great defensive game plan for him, but they didn't have a game plan for him running. And I think he ran for a lot of yards in that game, and that's what I mean. That's what C.J. Stroud is, and that's what we talk about guys who just win. That's what a winning quarterback does, right? A winning quarterback just doesn't sit there and just let them play coverage all game. Okay, you guys are playing this coverage for almost 2 full quarters. We can't do anything. And it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go get it done. And that's what he did. And they won that game. And that's why the Texans are always going to be like on the top of that division. I mean, just because the type of player he is and the type of quarterback. And I mean, got to him playing quarterback, which I still think is pretty. He's more accurate than he was the year before. I thought the year before there was a lot of missed throws, but there's just crazy throw after crazy throw from him, man. Like on the dig routes, he has some throws that I was like, no, you're not going to do that, and he does it, and it just perfectly placed right into Nico Collins' stomach, and it's just a whole bunch of throws like that. And then in the red zone, man, I talked about Bo Nix in the red zone. No, C.J. Stroud
Yeah.
is just wild there with the placement of the football. Like he's the touch he puts on the ball too, man. It's how he changes velocity with the throws too. Like some throws, if it has to be layered, he can layer it with a nice touch right over the top of somebody. If he's got to zip it in there, he can zip it in there. If he's got to throw a sidearm, sometimes he doesn't like to do that, but if he has to,
He will.
he will, right? And it's basically like what he does, whatever he has to do to win, basically. And he's that type of leader. He's just that type of player. He's super smart, right? And I know he didn't even like his offensive coordinator, and he was still balling. So I know that's a good quarterback, right? Didn't even like the guy. So, it didn't like his play calls. It was kind of funny, Chris. Remember the year before we were talking about how, CJ Stroud was like, yeah, it was so he would just like go to a different read off the pre-snap read. And then we learned later he was just ignoring the offensive coordinator. It wasn't genius. It was
It was
ignoring.
moxie. It was
It was
moxie,
moxie.
for him and Baker. I know Baker's not going to try and put it in that post. He put it in that post. I know
Yeah.
CJ ain't trying to put it in that dig. He put it right on that dig. Moxie.
Yeah, I like Stroud a lot. And to be honest, like I don't know if you're a real film watcher if you don't have him in your top 10. I kind of look at you funny. I look at you funny. The NFL even still had him at 9. You know what I mean? So because it's just more to it with quarterbacks sometimes.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
yeah, you know what I mean. And he just has it. Like, you know what I mean? Like Texans, like it's gonna be hard. That's what I said. Trevor Lawrence is in trouble. I don't know what Trevor's gonna do, but I
He's,
really
he's
hope.
got he's got to get a little moxie.
Yeah, because Cam Ward might pass over Trevor. I'm big on Cam Ward. I like Cam a lot. Cam has that attitude too, where I'm
I do like it. The intangibles with Cam Ward are very, very good.
yeah. Cam is like C.J. Stroud, right? Those type of guys, and I think Stroud has a chance to kind of be a special player where he might move up here, right? And
But
I
he's
could
got to
see
go
that.
against CJ twice a year.
Yeah, yeah. Stroud at 8. I don't think he's gonna drop from here. That's what I think. I think he's gonna have a big year. I think if he has his guys healthy, they gave him a whole bunch of new wide receivers too. I mean, I don't know why he needs all these guys. He got
Well,
Noel
I
and
mean,
Higgins.
they got so many. They got rid of
Michi, yeah,
Michi. I hate that the Eagles got Michi. Hate it. Hate it. He's going to be a diamond in the rough for them, and it's going to make me mad.
I know the Eagles got the Alabama and Georgia All Stars over there,
Yeah.
from Jalen Hurts to Devontae Smith to Jordan Davis, the,
I don't
the
like
Kobe
it.
D,
I don't
Nolan
like it.
Smith, Jalen Carter.
I'm not here for it.
The University of Georgia and Alabama All Star Game starring the Philadelphia Eagles. Basically, yeah, that's basically.
I don't
it's
like it.
and it's funny. Like we're like we do all these draft things, and like Harry Roseman is like, let me take the Alabama and Georgia guys, and if I hit, I hit. If I don't, it's pretty smart.
Hit him with number 7, Marcus.
All right, number 7, who is going to be here for the rest of his career. I think we kind of settled this. Justin Herbert. We call him the Herbert 7. That's what I think that's his new nickname. The NFL ranked him 7 too, so I felt yeah, that's what he is. He's the 7th best quarterback in football to me, and I think some people are gonna put him in the top 5 just because they glaze him a lot.
Yeah.
There are Justin Herbert glazers,
Mm-hmm.
right? As the kids would say, that's a kid term for the Gen Zs who's watching. We recognize that term, but yeah, there are some glazers
Marcus, you're
as the
showing
kids
off
would say.
your dad skills right now. Showing off your dad skills right now.
But it's true, man. There are some Justin Herbert Glazers out there, man. Guys who put him like third. I'm like, dude, he hasn't. Come on, be real. He hasn't won anything for you to say he's top three. He hasn't done anything like that.
Facts.
Let's keep it
Facts.
real. Like,
Be
come on,
real.
man. It
I
just
agree.
bothers me.
I
And
agree.
maybe that's a little bit of the Raiders fan in me saying that.
No, no, that's reality. That's reality. I think there's no AFC West bias in this. This is where this is where he is. This is where he fits. And until he does something better, this is where he's going to stay. Actually, he might not even stay here. He could end up at 9.
I don't know. I don't know if he ever does because his film is always going to be seventh. I feel like every time I
I
watch
don't
it.
know. You got some guys with moxie that are coming for that 7 spot.
I think CJ could pass him. I think CJ could pass him, but Stafford's going to start falling, and then that's when Herbert starts to become 6, and then or the Stroud jumps him and he's still 7.
Fair. We got to get some other guys to come down there. I gotta.
You know,
My guy in Green Bay's got some work to do.
yeah, he's got to catch him. He's got to catch Justin Herbert because Herbert, his film looks the same every year at this
Yeah,
point. Like
yeah,
it's he's really he's more conservative than people give him. Like
credit
to
for.
point out,
Yeah,
right? And I think Harper probably loves that.
yep.
I'm sure Harbaugh. I think how many interceptions did he throw last year? I gotta look at like 3, some shit like that.
Was it really
Yeah,
that low?
yeah, Herbert. I mean, this is including the playoffs, so of course he did like 4 in the.
Yeah. Is he gonna be that guy where he's just a regular season guy and once he gets to the playoffs it's just all hell breaks loose? Is he gonna be that guy?
Yeah, he threw 3, so he had 23 touchdowns and 3 interceptions last year. He had his lowest yards, his lowest attempts in his career.
Because they're gonna run
Um,
that rock with John Harbaugh.
yeah, and he had his highest A dot. Right, I would call him check down guy, and he has first rating over 100. So I mean, Harbaugh has him playing how Harbaugh wants him to play, and that's what we always talked about with Justin Herbert is that he's a coach's guy, right? I
Yes,
mean,
he
he's gonna do what
is.
the coaches want. So
Yep.
Harbaugh wants him to be a Superman Alex Smith, and that's what he's doing, and that's how he runs the offense, right? He gets rid of the ball quickly when he needs to get rid of the ball. I mean, Herbert has excellent pocket presence. It pisses me off. I hate watch. It is a hate watch for me. It is a hate watch. It's like, oh my god, like 3 guys trying to tackle him. He still guns it 10 yards or 15 yards down the field, perfectly onto somebody's chest. It's a hate watch. I'm not gonna lie. But I am non-biased here. I'm not a Raiders fan on this page, right? I'm not on this channel. I mean, on the channel, I'm a Raiders fan, but on this show, I'm not a Raiders fan. I'm trying
You
not to
are
be here.
you are a non-biased
Yeah, yeah, I'm
quarterback
trying
evaluator.
exactly. And the pocket presence is amazing, but I think when you're conservative, right, just overall, I think that always shows up more in the playoffs than it
Yes.
does
Yes.
in, like, I would say, like the regular season. Like in the regular season, you get away with that. Like if the Chargers play great defense and he's throwing 3 interceptions, I mean they're not going to lose a lot of games because he's not turning the ball over, right? The dude doesn't fumble. I think I've never seen Justin Herbert fumble. You hit Justin Herbert in the arm, he looks at you like you're stupid. You know what I mean? Like he's like, and that's why he's so hard to sack too, because like he doesn't, for how big he is like underrated, like, and how strong he is in the pocket. Like he's strong, and it's hard to sack him. It takes like 3 guys to take him down, and if you don't have that third guy, he still might throw it falling backwards 20 yards. Like he just has so much talent, right? And he's just one of the probably most. I mean, people say this, but he's one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league, just from a height, weight, size, and arm, running, all those things, right? And he ran the ball more last year, which I still think that's going to come bite them at some point. them trying to make him, Justin Kaepernick. But
Yes.
and they're talking about this year. Yeah, Greg Roman is like, he's taking this offseason. I don't know, man. I feel like if we get to Justin to 200 carries, he showed Harbaugh all the film of him like breaking tackles, making some good runs. If we just get him, he's
I
like, I
could
don't
do
know
with
about
him what I
200.
did with
What about
Lamar.
150? What about 150?
I could do with him what I did with Lamar.
If I could just get him to 150, what do you think? I think we can get it done. I think we can get it done if we give him the 150, and we can make it happen here. Because we only had 69 last year. I think that hurt Greg Roman's soul. Greg Roman,
Quarterback who doesn't have over 100 carries in a season.
He's like, what is this? What is this? Because Greg Roman's terrible still on offense, and why I still have him like this high is because Roman's just so terrible.
He's executing the offense.
That it was basically like when he gets to 3rd and long, it's like, all right, Justin, get it done because I have no play calls here. I don't know what you got. Just find lad or something.
Drawing lines in the sand.
He's like, I don't do this 3rd and 7 stuff, so
figure it out.
You got this, Justin. All right, hi. All right, let's go. That's basically what they ran on 3rd down was you got this, Justin. So yeah, he's still a good quarterback though. I think he's
agreed. Yeah, you couldn't have said it better. He's a coach's quarterback. He's a yes coach.
Yeah.
I need you to do this. Yes, coach. And then he absolutely nails it.
Damn, PFF
it's the number one reason why we missed on him when he was coming out. Why we thought so little of him when he was coming out, because he was just doing what was asked of him.
Yeah.
And he can do what pretty much anybody asks of him.
Yeah, PFF gave him an elite passing grade last year. Crazy.
23 touchdowns is a little light, though.
I mean, it's the big time throws, though, Chris. He had 6.1 big time throw percentage.
You hate those the most.
PFF I mean, that's the whole PFF grade. That's why he has elite grade, because one game he had a 95.3 because he had 5 big time throws.
These categories that people make up drive me absolutely insane. We're not having the QBR conversation right now because I will go off. Move on to number 6.
All right. Number 6 is my highest rated rookie ever. Jaden Daniels at 6. Wow. I thought about hating on him, Chris. I thought about it. I thought I can't do this. I can't put a rookie this high. I'm like, but I put Stroud at 8 last year. I gotta put him at 6.
He was better than Stroud.
And he was better than Stroud. It's probably the best rookie season I've ever watched in my life.
That guy, it's hard to disagree with you on that one. And it's not like when you talk about other quarterbacks who can move like Jaden Daniels does, they create outside of the play, outside of the pocket, secondary, third, like just kind of like make it up as you go. Those are the kind of things that happens for rookies. Jaden Daniels did it all within the offense. Like he was doing what was asked of him. He was yes coaching.
Mm-hmm.
We had Moxie for 9 and 8. We got yes coach for 7 and 6.
You think he was yes coaching? You think that?
I think that there was a lot of yes coaching, but he had the ability to create after the fact, but it was still within the offense. Like, yes, coach, I will make sure that I get my read done through this half of the field. But you know what, coach? I can read that other half as well. So let me bring it to the backside of the play, and I'm going to make that throw. He did a lot. And that was very unprecedented for a rookie.
Yeah, because the thing is with Jaden is, I thought, because you're right. I mean, he did run that offense really well. It's just
they changed how. Oh my God, what's the receiver's name? Why am I blanking all of a sudden?
Terry McLaurin?
Yes, Scary Terry played one side of the field his entire NFL career. And for the first time in his career, they started moving him around the field because of what Jaden could do.
Yeah, he is. It was like hard to describe just because watching a rookie. I mean, he just looked like he was been in the NFL forever, and he looked like it's just the poise he has. What I think is the big part of it is the poise he has. Like he's just people are knocking his like demeanor and like the pre-draft process, right? Like, oh, he's not that serious. Look how serious whoever Drake May is, and then look at Jay Daniels. He's just laughing and smiling, but that shows up on the field. Like he's just out there just having fun, and he's so poised and nothing bothers him. He
Yeah.
doesn't get too serious. You
Man,
know,
I was terrified of him getting knocked around, and I'm grateful it didn't come to fruition.
well, he's sliding, man. He learned to slide before the season started.
Thank God.
And I think that's a big difference for him too. But to me, it's not even him running the ball. I mean, that's there. Okay, I would say this, but
I
like,
would say it's very Lamar-esque because
it's not Lamar though.
well, no, the running element of it where he's
Yes,
not bailing. He's not bailing just to bail. He's staying in there and he's running through the offense and he's waiting to make the throw. He can take off and he will take off, but that's not like with Cam Newton, he made his first read and then he just took off.
yeah.
These guys don't do that.
Oh no. Jaden's reading the whole field and then
Yes.
running for a first down.
That's why I say it's Lamar-esque because Lamar that's what he does too.
Yeah, it is just the things he does, man, and especially in the playoffs when you watch him in those playoff games, man. Just the throws he was making in that game were just crazy. Just the downfield throws he was making, the reads he was making in that game were just crazy. I don't know why they kept trying to play cover zero against him. As Aaron Glenn. I don't know why he did that, but he got cooked because of it.
They thought
And
that they would get to the rookie.
it's stupid. Are you watching film? I do that sometimes with defenses. Are you watching film? Because this guy he's chopping up everybody. Cause that's the thing. When you try to
That's
disrespect
ego.
somebody like
At that point, that's ego. Oh, he did it to the other defenses. He can do it to the other defense. He's not doing it to my defense. He's just a rookie. This is a major playoff game. He'll crumble against my defense.
yeah, with no players, right? Anyways, but yeah, he was.
Or
He chopped them up.
do you think it was because there were he didn't have players, and he's like, we're gonna get cooked if I try and cover them. I got to go cover zero.
I don't know. It was stupid, but like I said, he got chopped up because of it because he's not that type of quarterback. Like I honestly think like what happens with running quarterbacks, right, is that they get old and then you become
Quickly,
Russell Wilson.
very quickly.
Like I feel like when he's getting old and he can't run anymore, it's gonna be worse. Like he's not gonna have to run, and like just the way he's passing the ball, man. Like it's special because he's like you see everything you saw on film, and you really didn't have any flaws coming out, and that was one of my things, and like it just showed up. Like his flaw was his size, and then he's sliding, so it doesn't like that goes away. He's not trying
Yeah.
to do anything. If he's sliding and he's getting out of bounds, he's not taking hits, then there's really not too much
what's
wrong
the
with Jay
weakness?
Daniels.
Yeah.
Like he's hard to stop. That's the thing. Like because sure, because you can't keep him in the pocket. You keep him in the pocket, he's just gonna read it, and then he's gonna just hit Terry McLaurin in that third level. He's gonna be like, "Oh, there's Terry." Boom, hit him in the third level. He's gonna know exactly what concept is gonna go and where the levels are and how the defense is playing it. He's gonna see the defense's shift. He's gonna see all that stuff. So you can't keep him in the pocket. Okay, so if you can't keep him in the pocket,
Dude, I'm very curious to see how this offense works, adding Debo Samuels to it.
that's why, man. He is dangerous. Like, because that's why he's dangerous to me. Because it's like, how do you stop him if he gets even better as a passer? You're not
Yeah.
gonna. It's gonna be really, really hard to stop him.
You're not wrong.
Because it's thing, like if you start playing coverage, you have to make a choice, and I guess the choice is probably right now for most NFL teams was to try to make him a passer. We saw how it went: 25 touchdowns and an NFC Championship.
Appearance, yeah.
Anyways, yeah, Jaden is a special player, man. He's special.
Number
All right,
5.
By default, my default five is Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford.
Stafford is just default just because he's. I can't say he's better than these other guys. I don't want to spend too much
No,
time.
the last four has been determined. It's just a matter of what you order it.
And I know Stafford didn't play as well last year, but I mean he played a lot better when he got Nakua back. Um,
Well,
and
and Cooper Cup was out for forever too. Like, didn't he
mhm,
play? He played what, 4 games without both of them in the lineup at the same time?
yeah, and I remember when the Raiders didn't have a quarterback for sure, and some fan was trying to tell me that he didn't play as well as Derek Carr. I was like, man, that is definitely not a film thing because if you watch him against the Bills, that game against the Bills, man, just went off, right? And I thought he played pretty well in the playoffs too. I mean, they gave the Eagles no, yeah, because they won the first game, right? I believe.
Yes. Yes.
No, let me just look. Yeah, they played 2 games. They played Sam Darnold.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, they gave it to Darnold.
yeah, and against the Eagles, he had 4 turnover worthy plays. I guess maybe probably fumbles, but they're in that game. They didn't get blown out. You know,
No.
so I think that with how you see Stafford, he's just steady, man. You know he's gonna be really good this year. So I'm not really it's crazy throw after crazy throw. Like I tell you, the Buffalo game he has this throw to Puka Nakua. I just have no idea how he did that. And I remember I posted that and I said it was like one of the throws of the year. And that's when that Raiders fan was like, "That's not better than this Derek Carr throw to this wide open guy." I'm like, bro, this is against the Bills. They're trying to make the playoffs, and he has the tightest window, and it's 20 yards down the field, and it's just perfectly placed where Nakua can, do his little toe tap. Just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So
He still got it. We'll
yeah,
see. We'll
Stafford still
see.
got it.
This year's all about his health.
All right. I'm going long here, so I got to get to these top four here, man. This is
Yeah, but
the
what can we say about these four anymore? What do you like? I would say give me the reason why they're in this slot. These are clearly the best quarterbacks in the NFL. They're hands down. It's a different level. These four are on a different level than everybody else in the NFL.
okay. So I'll start with four.
Can I guess it?
Go ahead.
Burrow.
No, it's Josh Allen.
Oh, okay.
Now I kind of felt bad about this putting
Why?
Josh.
Why did you say? Why do you got him at 4?
Why do I got him at four?
Yeah. What does he not have that the other three do?
Just deep down, deep down,
Is
deep
that
down
where
here,
it's coming from? It's coming from deep down.
deep down in here. Yeah, I just don't think he's better than the other three.
That's fair. You know,
Just like deep down in my soul. You know what I
I've
mean? Like,
I've I would I've been a serial Josh Allen hater because I've not found him to be accurate with the football.
yeah, okay, he's Josh Allen. No, no, okay. So that's the thing when with him and Joe Burrow. All right. So like Burrow has the better team, offense, not team, offense,
Absolutely, better offense
right? I mean, he doesn't have, but Josh Allen
does
has the
more.
better offensive line. Josh Allen has a really good offensive line. Deion Dawkins, Cyrus Terrence, I forgot, or some Terrence who I love that coming out from Florida. He has a good center. They got Spencer Brown at right tackle. He has a low key like a top five, top 10 offensive line, right? Joe Burrow doesn't. And I'll get to Burrow in a second. But the only reason Allen survived last year is because of that offensive line. Because there's literally, and the Bills are doing this to him, and I don't know why they're doing this. They're giving him the Dan Marino treatment. I was telling my brother this the other day, who actually is a Bills fan, and I was telling him how they're giving him the Dan Marino treatment because he literally has nobody to throw to. Like
Yeah,
Chris, it was crazy watching the film. And like the Rams game, I watched the flip side of it, of him playing the Rams, where he kept them in that game.
yeah.
And it's literally like nobody open, man. Every time he dropped back, it felt like he was just like, huh. But he had the time because he had a great offensive line. Like Deion Dawkins is blocking guys up. He just has the time, and then he would like try to make some crazy plays that he had to make. Like it was all Josh. So
Yeah,
that's why I feel bad about having him over this other guys a little bit, because I know I recognize that like from a perspective of outside weapons, right?
that's very, very, very true.
He has like and you know I know Shakir's a good slot. He's a good slot receiver, but I mean, uh, like how good is he that good? You know what I mean? Like it's or just
Is he
Josh
that
Allen,
good, or is Josh making him that good?
right?
Yeah.
And I think Josh is at the point where you know he needed Stephon Diggs early in his career, right? He doesn't need him anymore, but like it's like come on, Bills,
Uh,
can you at least give him somebody?
yeah. Amari Cooper wasn't enough.
Yeah, Mark Cooper, his ankles were done. I was watching him run routes. I was like, oh my god, man,
Retired.
just let it go, bro. Let it go, dog. Let it
He
go.
did. He did. He said,
No,
"It
that
don't
was a
hurt no
fake
more.
tweet.
I'm out."
That was a fake tweet. That was a fake tweet.
Oh, he didn't retire?
I don't think so.
I thought he retired.
That was a fake tweet. Yeah,
Fake tweet.
that was Adam Schufter.
Oh,
It got me too. It got me too.
I got got.
It got me too, Chris. I'm not
I
gonna lie.
got.
I got got by Adam Schufter. But like I said with Josh, it's just nobody opened it. I feel bad because like now he can do that. Like he's older, right? And he didn't have to fully depend. Like I mean, like year three, that was all
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs, right? He got Stephon Diggs and he took those jumps. But now he doesn't need him. But come on, Bills, like
Yeah.
give him somebody like you draft Keon Coleman who was dropping all his passes. So you know what I mean? Like, bro, like you guys got to do something. You got to trade for somebody. Like if like Terry McLaurin, we're talking about Jaden Daniels. Like that's what the Bills got to do. Go get Terry McLaurin for Josh. Like you got to do things like that because he has no help.
Yeah.
But he has a great line, so like he has the time to just sit there and hope guys get open on this the you know on the like the backyard stuff. But
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, if you can get him in rhythm, I think he's a better quarterback now where he could play in rhythm and things like that and avoid
Mm-hmm.
turnovers. And because he didn't turn the ball over a lot last year, I think he like. I mean, not really at all, really.
What was his completion percentage, and what was his turnovers?
I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling up Josh here. Where's these grades? Oh, there he is. Josh was 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, but he had a 60. I mean, it's Josh Allen. He had a 63.6 completion percentage. It's basically his whole career.
I just have such a problem with his accuracy. I have such a problem with his accuracy. And the reason that I said Burrow at 4 was for exactly what you were talking about. It's the him show. He was the MVP for a reason.
Yeah, it's the him show. It's Josh Allen or you know,
Or it ain't happening.
He has to do everything.
I gotta throw an out pattern to my receiver, and then I gotta run a swing pattern outside of my receiver so he can flip me the ball and I can run in a touchdown.
Exactly. That's Josh Allen right now.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was like I said, it was hard. It was hard.
Three?
It was hard for me.
Did you go Mahomes?
No.
Burrow?
I went Joe Burrow here.
Okay. All right.
All right. Now, Joe Burrow, like,
needs to start fast.
Yes.
He's so bad in the first 4 games. So bad.
Yeah. I don't know if it's him that is bad or I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. We're gonna see what happens this year.
He's not
playing
hurt.
the preseason like crazy, right?
I know.
Right?
If he's not hurt,
and he's coming off an injury last year, right? Again,
huh?
Right? He's coming off an injury to start the year last year, right?
Yeah. He was hurt.
His throwing hand too.
He missed a lot of time at the beginning of the season.
So with Joe Burrow, though, I mean, it's just when you watch him play quarterback, man, he is just it's fantastic to watch. I think the best film I watched this year was the game against the Ravens where they lost. Right? They lost that game.
That was a shootout.
He was crazy in that game. He went off. And it's just how quick he gets rid of the ball. And the thing is, like, if he had Josh Allen's offensive line, like he won MVP, and he still threw 40 touchdowns last year,
Yeah,
right? And,
yes,
and I
he
know he
did.
had Jamar Chase and things like that, but it's just small things you see. Like when he's playing the Eagles, I was breaking down Alex Kappa before I even got really deep dive into his film, and like Alex Kappa was getting destroyed by Jalen Carter off the snap, but he would hit his drop and then just hit Jamar Chase like as soon as he hit the back of his foot, and it would be like a perfect read too. So it's like everything pre-snap he does is just crazy throw after crazy throw. His arm strength is a lot better than it was in college, so he's definitely got the
He's
TP12
in the
now.
gym.
He's doing
He's in
stuff.
the gym.
He's working on them hips, man. He's got that hip movement. He's working on that hip
Uh,
rotation. Yeah, he's got that.
fine. He,
He's got the hip rotation going. But I think with Joe Burrow, it's stuff like that, man. I think it's just as a quarterback. Like if I'm actually keeping it real and I'm picking quarterback, I'm probably going with him over Josh, just because. And,
that's
and I
fair.
know I know people say like, oh, he has all those teams, the better receivers. It's the offensive line is just so bad, man. It's just awful. It's just he's constantly getting his ass kicked, constantly, and he has to get rid of the ball in 2 seconds, like he because he. But the thing is, he's mastered that. So if he got a halfway decent offensive line, um,
He
he
wouldn't
he
know
can
what to
get
do with
by.
himself.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, I thought he was special last year, man. He was just making every throw possible, every read, quick reads, hitting everybody when he needs to. He's the most accurate quarterback in football. I could say that. I'm not gonna. That's not an argument for me. Most accurate quarterback in football by far. Um, he's just yeah. He had a special year. But I will say Joe Burrow and what I say, about another quarterback here is he's just a front runner, and that's a little bit of his problem. He just misses that throw sometimes that he needs to make for the Bengals to win, and it's not
Uh,
going to help in Cincinnati.
no.
You already have the uniform just you know going into your pores
And that
for
defense
losing.
is so bad. So
You
bad.
know,
Like, you got to score 40 in order to have a chance every week.
yeah, because there's just two throws that I could talk about that they make the playoffs. He hits those two throws. There's the one against Ravens, right, on
Yep.
the 2 point conversion, which for some reason I don't know why he went to him instead of going to Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase had like 800 yards in that game. I don't know what he's thinking. I think he outsmarted himself on that one. And then it was a throw he missed to Jamar Chase against the Chargers. That if he hits that throw on that deep ball, and Jamar Chase is wide open, if he hits that throw, they make the playoffs. So like it's just small, little tiny things with Joe Burrow
And
that I mean that could get
it'll
better though.
continue to be
It
that
happened
way.
for Aaron Rodgers. I mean, you talk about Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers wasn't the most clutch guy at the beginning, and then you know
Very true.
then he started hitting some Hail Marys. He's like, oh wait a second, and then he just was
Very,
missing
very
clutch
true.
from there on out. So it can happen. It can happen. All right, Chris.
Patrick
Number two.
Mahomes.
Oh,
Patrick Mahomes.
you knew it. I was gonna go Patrick Mahomes here. Uh, I mean, what is really to say about Patrick besides he plays like he has two kids now?
He plays. The interceptions are finally happening. But I've been harping about his interceptions and how they haven't been a thing for years. And the last 2 seasons, they finally showed up.
Well, let's look at his average here. So he's averaged about, I would say, 13 interceptions a season. So he got 11 last year. So he's right around average, I think. I just think last year, we don't talk about it a lot. And you can say he doesn't have anybody to throw to, but I mean, that's what I said. He plays like, you know, he has two kids now. Like he's a grown man with two kids.
Well, they still
Uh,
Tyreek might not be there anymore, but they still play too high, like indefinitely against him.
yeah, because they did want him throwing deep, and now he's become a what we say a dink and dunk quarterback. But to
Check
me,
down Charlie when he has to be. He's being forced to, but he's not he's not playing with moxie where he's forcing the ball into these tight windows. He's gonna you want to play too high on me? I will kill you underneath.
yeah, yeah, and of course, there's still the big plays, there's still the big throws there. He still makes some great. I
Sure.
mean, he's Patrick Mahomes. Like I'm not
Yeah.
really gonna debate that of
Nope.
what his talent is, and yeah, he's taking what the defense gives him, and he knows he's got a great defense. If I don't turn the ball over, if I
Yep.
don't make stupid mistakes, but you talk about turnovers, Chris, and the difference between Patrick Mahomes and why Patrick Mahomes keeps beating these other guys that are around him is he's the most clutch quarterback in the football.
He does it when he'll throw those interceptions in the first half, but in the second half, and especially in the fourth quarter, you ain't touching that ball.
He ain't throwing an interception, so you better not on the other side. That's basically how what happens with Patrick,
Yep.
and
That light switch gets turned on.
and that's why he has a little bit of. I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say. I'm not gonna say that word because he plays for the Chiefs. But if he didn't play for the Chiefs, I would compare him to somebody. But I'm not gonna do it just because he plays for the Chiefs. That's my bias right there. But he has that serious clutch effect too, which also I think what Brady had too was fear of the other team. The other team
Is afraid of him
fears him
being on the
so
field.
much
Yeah, you're
that
you're 1,000% right.
that when they're up, they like just are so worried that he's going to come back. And that was my thing with Brady too. When I thought Brady had all those comebacks, and even like Peyton Manning, and that's why some of these guys are so clutch. Is teams are so scared that he's going to come back. They know it can happen.
He's
They're
already
never
in
out
their
of the
head
game.
before he needs to be.
Even Jalen Hurts was like, it was like 35 to nothing. Jalen Hurts is like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. We all were
He's like,
sitting there. We're all sitting there waiting for the second half to start, and it's like, okay, the game's on now.
Yeah, you respected a 28-28 to go to halftime. We all respected it. Like, there's no way. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is about to pull a Tom Brady on us, and it didn't work.
Everybody thought it
because he has the same problem Josh Allen has. I think. I mean, he has Kelsey still too, but I mean, hopefully the guy Rashid Rice kind of takes a step, but he's going to miss a bunch of games, right?
Well, I mean, he's going to play. He's going to play the beginning part of the season.
Yeah, I mean,
he's getting at least 4 games.
I mean, the Chiefs have to start 4-0, so we got to make sure the NFL has to make sure of that. So,
okay, all right. Whoa, easy there. There's that Raider. There's that Raider.
NFL has to make sure.
Okay, now let's go. All right,
Rashid. Let's just
go.
wait.
Let's talk about Lamar. Let's talk about the most important guy now. Okay. All right. I don't have time for your Raiders.
I don't know if you saw it, Chris. You saw the Chiefs' little secret society cave they had. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let's go. Number one. Give my man his due.
All right, it's Lamar Jackson.
Should have been the MVP last season.
Yeah. I mean, I get why Josh got it.
I get it, but it was Lamar. That should have been Lamar.
Yeah, man, he was fantastic last year.
Yeah. I couldn't agree with you more about him being number 1 on the list. That's why I was so quick to say Patrick at 2, because Lamar was incredible.
Last year, he's just off the charts, man, and just passing the football, right? I mean,
outside the numbers, where we have been struggling with him for years,
he was better there. He was better. But I still think it's an issue for him.
It is. I'm not saying it's perfect by any means, but we got to see it. Like, we finally saw it.
What I will say is that Todd Monken doesn't make him do that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. He can, though. Like, he proved that he could do it.
Yeah. But he's a smart coordinator. He's like, well, you can't do that. Well, I just won't do it.
That's what needs to happen.
That's why I love Gruden too. That's why I love Gruden so much.
It needs to happen so badly in the NFL. It's not, I'm the coordinator, you're going to do what I'm going to tell you to do. It's, I recognize that this might not be a strength of yours. Let's stay away from it.
Yeah, let's avoid out routes. You know what I mean? Let's not run that many out routes. And if it is an out route, let's make sure it stays inside that numbers to the tight end, to Mark Andrews. Right? It's Mark Andrews. You know what I mean? Make it a quick out right here.
Start him as close to center as possible.
Yeah, and that's a lot of it, because when I was going through the film, I thought about that. I was like, man, I really haven't seen him throw outside the numbers. Everything's like in the middle of the field. If it is outside the numbers, it's deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like, it really was playing
not the 15-yard out, not the 10-yard out.
Yeah. It really was playing to his strengths. and that's what made him comfortable as a passer, I believe, right? Because I mean, he does have he does throw a great deep ball, and I think that plays into the run game that they have and having Derrick Henry in that offense. And but there's this one play that I had to make a TikTok about it that I was so excited about watching him read the field about this. He was, I think it was, what team was this against? I forgot what team it was, but what they're in quarters, right? And they had like a kind of a wheel concept out of the backfield and a post route from Rashad Bateman. And Jackson knew that since it was quarters pre-snap, that he knew he was going to get a one-on-one with that linebacker and the running back. So what he does is he just stares at the
The
quarters
post.
safety, right? He just stares at him the whole time. He knows it pre-snap, and then it's like a late as soon as Bateman makes his cut on the post, and just that corner starts
The
to finally
safety
clear. He just
turns his hips, starts
quick
running with them.
boom.
Yep.
Yeah, he just Jackson just went boom, bam, hit him over the top. Like it was quick, man. And I was like, oh.
Let me see those hips turn. Let me see those hips turn. As soon as I see those hips turn, it's gone.
I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay, Lamar. All right, we ain't playing around, are we? We're not playing around no more. So it was a play like that I was like, you know what? Um, that's gonna be you're gonna become a pretty special player. But also watching Lamar Jackson is why I'm absolutely terrified of Jaden Daniels. If I was in the NFC, I'd be absolutely terrified of him because like Jaden Daniels is already like I wouldn't say okay. I think Jaden Daniels is a good passer. He's not a great passer yet, but when he gets to Lamar's age, he's gonna be a great passer.
Yep.
So
Yep.
and Lamar is finally hitting that spot where he's becoming a great passer, right? Um, but I think if Jaden hits that faster than he does,
Look out. Look out.
I don't know what the NFC. I don't know what the NFC is gonna do because the NFC's in trouble,
Well,
man. I just
we'll
don't know.
see. We'll see because his favorite wide receiver might not be there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, Lamar's number one just because I thought like just that play itself that I'm describing is just how he played all year, man. I thought he played
Yeah,
fantastic.
I got to see a lot of Lamar being here on the East Coast, and I was pretty upset that he didn't get MVP.
Yeah. I agree with that, dude. All right, man. So that's our list, guys.
Good list, Marcus.
You thought the
I
list was
approve
good?
this message. I didn't fight you on a single thing in the top 10.
All right. I appreciate that, Chris. I appreciate that. But this list, like I said, I think it could change. I don't know. I think Jaden Daniels, man. I'm super interested to see if if Cliff Kingsbury gets figured out or if it doesn't matter and
Hey,
he's just like
Kingsbury's a hell of a coordinator. That's what got him rising the way that he did. It's just his head coaching skills are a little bit to ask for.
he's too good looking for Scottsdale. That's what his problem was in Arizona. He's not married. He's a playboy. He had that little mansion. He had those
Dude,
girls.
I love that house so much.
Girls were
Oh,
put in vans.
they were running up Camelback. They were running up Camelback.
Cliff was.
That's where we got to leave that one. Let's hit him with the socials. Running up Camelback.
All right. ALPA underscore QB1 for the Twitter. Save for Instagram. Also, follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me at Kick Boletos. And of course, pandasubs.com, discount code TDL for 25% off. Of course, on Facebook, Little Pocket Awareness, and everywhere you find podcasts, guys. So, hope you guys enjoyed this list. And we're gonna keep coming with episodes, though, guys. We got
Oh
the
yeah,
quarterback.
we're gonna bring you some quarterback play throughout the
Yeah,
year.
we got you guys. All right. So, hope you guys enjoy this. We're out of here. Peace.